Hello and welcome to another update video about DOT. The DOT chart continues to move in this yellow support zone for this wave 2 correction. This continues to be a potentially bullish structure here. We talked about it, you know it. We are dealing with a correction at the moment in a wave 2 after a wave 1 formed a possible 5-wave pattern to the upside. We have a wave 1, we have a wave 2, we have a wave 3, we have a wave 4, and the wave 5, which topped in March. It's only a diagonal, so potentially less reliable, but it's still acceptable as a wave 1 as long as we're holding above $4.60. Below that level, this bullish interpretation will become questionable, but it will only be invalidated with a break below $3.55, which is the invalidation point and the swing low from October last year. The idea is that either the low is in, or at least we're very close to a low. The only thing that we really need to see now is a 5-wave move to the upside. That would be the next level of confirmation that indeed we have formed a low here on the DOT chart when the market reacted to the golden ratio level, the 61.8 retracement at $5.66, and the 61.8 extension at $5.50. We have seen sort of here, a reaction to these two fib levels, I would say. And I mentioned to you already in the last video that, we have seen initial signals that a low of sorts could be in place. I mean, first of all, the downside move was technically complete, right? We did count that, and you could count it completed. And we have here sort of a trend line. I mean, there are different ways of drawing it, but we had a break of a trend line. So all of that contributed to our, let's say, perspective that a low could be in. However, we need to see now the next level of confirmation, which is a 5-wave pattern to the upside. Mentioned to you from the beginning, we need to see a 5-wave move that reaches $6.66 or higher. We've seen our wave 1, we've seen our wave 2, we've seen our wave 3. Problem here is it didn't reach the 1.38 extension, so it is questionable. It did reach the minimum requirements for a third wave, but not the first ideal target. And really, I need to see a third wave reach that 1.38 extension to call it a viable third wave. It didn't reach it, so it's be careful about this. And also, the fourth wave was very, very deep. It moved slightly below the 50% retracement, not great. And then the 5th wave is now underway. I mean, first of all, let's see if it gets to 666. If it doesn't, it's not a viable 5th wave. So that's what I need to see. Just need a little bit higher to get the 5 waves. And that doesn't mean it has to stop there, but that's sort of, 666 or higher. And if it then remains a 5-wave move and doesn't escalate completely, because then it starts to look like a larger 3-wave move again. But if it's 5 waves, and we get a pullback, and then we are going to watch for a 3-wave pullback. I will call the 5-wave move up a wave 1. The move down will be a wave 2. I will add a support zone, and this will be interesting because this could be an opportunity. 5 waves up, 3 waves down, adding a position there, ready for a 3rd wave rally. The problem is only this here is not the most beautiful 5-wave move up. So it's just something to be aware of. But hey, let's first see if we can get these 5 waves. The levels are clear. Obviously, the invalidation point here is the $6.2 level, this swing low from Sunday. Any break below it now will lead to invalidation of a possible 5-wave move up. But it's looking good. I mean, I can already see here a micro 5-wave pattern. Just needs to push a little bit higher. This looks like a small 5-wave move up, even though it's not very clear here. But yeah. This is what I want to see. I mean, if we break down now, it is just an A, B, C structure, and it can easily fail. So, but it's looking interesting. I mean, it's certainly trying. It's certainly trying. It's just the things that are a little bit questionable are the 3rd wave, which is very short, obviously, and the 4th wave, which is very deep. So it's just I can only mention that, but nothing is invalidated here. Okay, it's just that it's not ideal. So it just reduces the quality of that potential setup. But it will give us a first indication, or let's say a first level of confirmation that indeed the larger wave 2 has bottomed. People have been very negative about DOT. That's normally a good sign that we're close to a low, but still the market still needs to give us signals of a turnaround. And then obviously as we move higher, there is some structural resistance around the previous B wave top at $6.95, the X wave top at $7.35, and a very important one is this one at $7.80, this larger degree X wave where the market topped in May, end of May. That's my update about DOT. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.